Good afternoon, I'm Mallory Brooks. Thanks for joining us at 4 p.m. It is all hands on deck to pick up damage left behind after an EF1 tornado swept through Conway County. The tornado confirmed today by the National Weather Service. In Plumerville, the KC Pet Rescue hit hard. Before the storm rolled in, 30 pens were outside for dogs. They now are scattered and battered. The rescue says they expect to have power back onto the facility soon. We are told there are still more than $15,000 in damage and several dogs are unaccounted for. Now the shelter is asking for donations. They have a link to a wish list posted to their Facebook page. You can head there to see how you can help. From Conway County up to Cleburne County, which also sustained damage from Tuesday's storms. Neighbors were out today cutting limbs and other debris that covered roads and yards. Families have been clearing trees that have fallen all day. The Cleburne County Emergency Manager and National Weather Service said an EF2 tornado hit the area yesterday. When families said they were at home watching the news, they saw the storm was coming near the house. They were able to get into the basement in time where they rode out the storm.
The trees were falling and the house was lifting up, and from the basement I could see between the house and the basement.
Luckily, they were able to get out okay. The family says they have had an insurance agent look at the home. Our coverage of the cleanup efforts around Central Arkansas continues on air and online. To get the latest updates on what's happening, make sure to have the KARK News app on your phone. It is free to download in the App Store. A large increase in coronavirus cases and deaths for the state of Arkansas. 615 new cases and 27 additional deaths reported at today's coronavirus briefing with Governor Asa Hutchinson. Health officials say 13 of those deaths were delayed in reporting from more than 3 weeks ago. That brings the total number of deaths to 841. There are now 5,000 active cases in the state. Meanwhile, the Arkansas Department of Education says it's working with school districts across Arkansas to provide meals for free to students through the end of December. This is being made possible through the U.S. Department of Agriculture. If school districts opt into the program, it allows them to claim all students at the free meal rate for meals that qualify for federal reimbursements. Secretary of Education Johnny Key says this program is important, especially in the middle of COVID-19, for all families in the state.
Many of our families who might not qualify for free meals are still going through a tough time and can be worried about how to keep food on the table. Now their children will have one less thing to worry about as they adjust to the evolving in-school and remote learning scenarios.
Secretary Key says the program allows meals to be served outside regular food serving times, and parents and guardians can even pick up meals for the students. This weekend is the first holiday weekend since the new school year begins, and health officials don't want to see a spike in coronavirus cases. Dr. Deborah Birx of the White House Coronavirus Task Force is urging college students to assume they are affected to act accordingly, ahead of many of them heading home for Labor Day weekend. Birx in Detroit today pointing out that just because a person looks fine doesn't mean they are not infected.
To every university student out there, if you have done something that is not so great and so smart, and you've been in a crowd without a mask, you're likely to become infected. Do not go home to your parents or your grandparents over Labor Day weekend and spread the virus to them. And do not go out in your communities without a mask on.
Birx says colleges and universities need to have a good testing strategy. Arkansas is one of 37 states reporting COVID cases on college campuses. There are more than 25,000 COVID cases total, and testing is not the only way they are detecting the virus. Utah State University wastewater samples were collected. Meanwhile, leaders with the University of Illinois say they are testing everyone as often as they can.
We're testing every week, twice a week, everybody, faculty, staff, students. So we're catching a lot of asymptomatic carriers, just as Dr. Birx said, in that age range.
Health experts are asking people to use masks, avoid crowds, get outdoors much more than being outside, social distance, and of course wash your hands as much as you can this holiday weekend. We are your local election headquarters. Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden focuses on COVID and the rush to reopen schools as President Trump travels to North Carolina, pressing his law and order message. Alice Barr reports from Washington.
With several new polls showing the presidential race tightening, President Trump and Joe Biden both out campaigning today. Biden trying to refocus attention on the pandemic, accusing the president of failing to lead.
Mr. President, where are you? Get off Twitter and start talking to the congressional leaders in both parties. Invite them to the Oval Office.
Also laying out his own ideas for safely returning kids to school.
We need emergency support funding for our schools, and we need it now.
The former vice president announcing he'll visit Kenosha, Wisconsin tomorrow, promising racial unity and healing after protests set off by the police shooting of Jacob Blake. President Trump touring Kenosha riot damage yesterday. Today visiting another battleground state, North Carolina, for a World War II ceremony, while doubling down on his law and order message.
American warriors did not defeat fascism and oppression overseas only to watch our freedoms be trampled by violent mobs here at home.
The president painting Democrats as weak on crime.
Well, these people only know one thing, and that's strength. That's all they know, strength.
The two campaigns fighting a messaging war in the final weeks before the election. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
At least 3 live debates are planned between President Donald Trump and Joe Biden. The first will be September 29th in Cleveland, then October 15th in Miami, and October 22nd in Nashville, Tennessee. Both President Trump and Joe Biden have agreed to attend each debate. Now to developing news from here in the natural state. A Confederate monument in Bentonville has been removed. The monument had been in the downtown square for more than a century. A small crowd watched as crews pulled to the Confederate soldier off of its pedestal this morning. It will now be refurbished and put on display at a private park. And take a look at the final choice for what could become the new flag for the state of Mississippi. A commission chose the Magnolia Flag, which features the state flower surrounded by a circle of 20 stars. That's to represent Mississippi as the 20th state. It also has a 21st star to represent the state's indigenous people. The Flag Commission chairman said he hopes this will move the state forward.
We'll be on the bottom all of my lifetime, but my children and grandchildren will see us ascend. And it'll happen because of what you have done to bring this great object to the people of Mississippi to vote on.
Earlier this year, the state legislature voted to do away with the previous state flag, which incorporated the Confederate battle flag. If voters don't approve this flag design, the commission will start the process all over again next year. Now to Money Matters economic numbers for the state of Arkansas, better than expected. The Department of Finance and Administration saying the state's net available revenue total is $485.5 million. That is over $36 million more than August of 2019. Last month's total is $41 million above forecast, and the state's revenue for the fiscal year, $1.1 billion. That was $94 million above forecast. Up next, the city of Little Rock taking steps to revitalize the Asher Avenue area. Plus, Arkansas farmers bracing for more rain, what it means for crops. And before we go to break, a big announcement, exciting news here. Laura Monteverde is joining our KARK News team. She will join us on KARK 4 News at 5, 6, and 10 with Bob Clausen starting next Tuesday. We are so excited for Laura to join the team, and she's excited to get to work. We will hear more from her coming up later. We'll be right back.